Hi everyone, this is Flip Geometry video number 25. And in this video we are going to look at the square pyramid, specifically the volume of a square pyramid. Up until now we've looked at the volume of 3D prisms. So we looked at the rectangular prism, the triangular prism, the trapezoidal prism, and the cylinder. And in all four of those, we're dealing with 3D objects that have two bases. We're now dealing with the square pyramid that just has the single base, and all four sides come up to that one single vertex. And remember, because we're dealing with a square pyramid, the base is a square. So I'm identifying this side as being equal to that side because it's a square. All four sides are equal. I'm just calling it B. Okay? Now, one of the things that we did with surface area was we looked at the slant height. And the slant height was this outer distance from the base up to the vertex. So from the base up to the vertex. And you can imagine that being on an angle. We're now dealing with big H. And this is the distance from the very center of that base of the pyramid straight up to the vertex. So from the center and the inside, straight up to that vertex. Straight up in the sense of a 90-degree angle from the base. Okay. The formula, I haven't written the formula quite yet because I wanted to kind of show you where it comes from. Skip this for a second and just come over here. What we've got is a rectangular prism. And in the other video we spoke about that the volume of a rectangular prism is equal to the base area multiplied by the big H height. And that's what we had defined it as. Now, our square pyramid formula comes from the fact that if we take three identical square pyramids, so they don't look identical in my drawing, but let's say they're perfectly drawn identically, they're pretty close. But imagine that this base is the same as this base, is the same as this base, and this height is the same all the way through. So these are identical. The volume of this, plus the volume of that, plus the volume of that one, equals the volume of the identical base of this rectangular prism. So in other words, the base of this rectangular prism is identical to these bases. So you imagine that that base is identical, yet it's a prism. So the volume of this is equal to the volume of these three combined. So the overall volume for one of these square pyramids is exactly 1/3 of this. So what we do is we take this volume and we take exactly 1/3 of that. So in other words, it's 1/3 of the base area. So 1/3 times the base area times big H. So it's still the times the big H, but it's just 1/3 of that. Okay, so this is where the formula comes from. Now, because we're dealing with a square pyramid, what we can do is we can say that the volume is 1/3 of the base area. Now the base area here is B multiplied by B, of course, to get that rectangular base. And in this case, it's a square. So we have B times B. In other words, we have B squared. And that gets multiplied by big H. So here is our formula for the volume of a square pyramid. 1/3 multiplied by B squared multiplied by big H. So let's put a couple numbers into this and give it a try. Let me grab my green. There it is. And give an example a try. Okay, so let's say that the little b on this side here is, let's go with 6 meters. So that means this is also 6 meters here. So we have 6 meters by 6 meters on the bottom. And let's say that this height here is 10 meters. So our big H is 10 meters in that case. Now that we have some numbers, we can plug them into our formula here. Here we go. So we've got volume is equal to 1/3 multiplied by 6 squared multiplied by 10. So what do I get? Let's see. 6 squared is 36. I multiplied by 10. So what I'll do here is I will maybe go a little more space over this side. So I've got 36 multiplied by 10, so the volume is going to be 1/3 of 360, so I can write that as 360 divided by 3, and I find out that the volume is going to be 120. The units are meters, and of course it's cubed, as all of our volume calculations have been on prisms up till now. So, there we are, overall volume of this square pyramid, 120 meters cubed.